What's up, everyone? So, hopefully, this is finding everyone in a good place. And when I say good place, it's because we're all on a journey. And I liken a journey to being on a path or a road. And with that, come across we often come across certain times where we are held up, like in traffic or construction, or we're taken off of our path, detours, if you will. But the question that I was pondering today is, what kind of detours are we to other people on their paths? So I'll use myself as an example. I've posted many of my VAJ philosophies, and over the years, I've had people almost take I don't know, I can't even call it devil's advocate. They've just taken the opposition. If I've spoken to something in the realm of being better, or I've spoken to, of course, social injustice and things like that, and I've had people immediately jump on and say, "Well, you're no saint. I've known you for doing this, that, and the other." And in that moment, what are we doing as far as helping somebody along their path? When you see somebody speaking better or doing better, are we here to drag them back into a time and a place to a person that they no longer are? It's paramount to taking your friend in rehab to a bar, eating poorly in front of that person on their weight loss journey, smoking in front of that friend who is trying to quit for the third, fourth time. What kind of detours are we? Are we the detour that takes somebody so far out of their path that it's almost, an insurmountable, struggle to get back onto the journey that they need to be on? Or are we that supportive person who can reroute them back onto back onto track where they need to be? So um, I understand that every path that we're on has a purpose and that we're learning from it. But sometimes we don't need to compound what the lesson is that somebody's possibly learning already. What they're already going through may be enough as it is. And to compound it with almost an ill will, almost a naysayership, almost just a pushback that says, I don't want to see you do better. And this has nothing to do with the examples that I have mentioned earlier about myself. I'm at a point where I'm comfortable enough to not care, to understand what that means, and to understand that those people have possibly either detoured themselves or been detoured enough to where they find that to be normal. That's okay. But there are other people who are struggling. And what are we doing as friends and family, coworkers, neighbors? What are we doing to help other people? And a lot of the times that starts with self. But what kind of detour are we providing for somebody? Does it allow them a short trip, just to the next light and they can get back onto the main avenue? Or are we taking them through back alleys and other places that they just don't need to be at? Guys, let's think about how we again are treating one another. It's uh, it's a simple thing to encourage somebody to be happy for their successes, to be happy to see them doing better. But a lot of times, if we're not happy with ourselves, then it's very easy to be a treacherous detour for somebody who's clearly got their path right. Hopefully, this makes sense. Feel free to share any feedback, your thoughts, experiences, solutions, and hopefully this finds everybody in a good place. Peace, love, unity, solidarity.